Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Post Up with your boy Chris, Quarantine Edition. And we got a fun little lineup here that we got to talk about today. Starting off with Anthony Davis from last night's game against the Rockets. Yes, the Lakers are now up 2-1 in the series. Congratulations to the Lakers. They're starting to look like how they're supposed to be looking. Anthony Davis was looking like a little bit how he's supposed to be looking. So congratulations to the Lakers. But Russell Westbrook has been looking like how he's not supposed to be looking, because a lot of players have been letting him shoot, and he has not been punishing these players like Russell Westbrook normally does in the past. So much so that when he got to the paint, Anthony Davis just had to stare at him, and he didn't even try to guard him, to the point where he missed a shot. And Anthony Davis, well, he got caught saying this after the missed jumper by Russell Westbrook.
Third foul on Anthony Davis. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Well, damn. well, damn. If you didn't hear it, it was Anthony Davis saying, "Oh, hell no." They're feeling good. Lakers feeling so good that they got a board in their hotel room that they're just knocking off every single win until they get to that championship. As you know, that there are 16 games. You have to win 16 games to win the championship, obviously, because 7-game series, best of 4, blah, 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 do the math. And LeBron James, on every team he's been on, he always does some sort of team building thing like this that the Lakers are doing. You can see here there's a board where every time they get a win, put an X on the board all the way up until that trophy, because by win 16, they will be holding the trophy, and they will all be excited about that. LeBron, if for those who probably know more commonly, he did the Heat did the whole puzzle piece thing after every win. They put a piece of the puzzle, and it was a whole thing. They would say, all right, yeah, the player of the game will put their piece for that game and whatnot. So the Lakers are following suit. So Jackie, just being the LeBron guy that you are, following him on every step, like I said, this is not a new thing for LeBron James. Do you feel like this is a really good team building exercise for the team to be hyped up going into finals? I personally like it, because I feel like it's better to look at the game that way, as in, wins, because you could be down like he was. You can be down 1-3 in a series, but knowing that you just need wins to check off on a board, more so than thinking, oh, damn, man, we need to win this next one, or we going home. Yeah. I think this is a better way to look at it. Do you agree? Do you think that this is the main reason why LeBron and the Lakers are doing this year?
Yeah, I actually love this. I love anything LeBron does to do the team building and build chemistry. And this specifically, like, sometimes I took a psychology class way back in the day, and one of the things they said, like, if you're like so bogged down and you're stressed out and you are anticipating everything going wrong, that you make a list, and no matter what order, just crossing that off reaffirms your mind and makes your mind feel like, okay, we're getting closer. So it doesn't really matter what's on the list. It's just what you can cross off. So the fact that he's kind of tapped into that kind of psychology, I'm like, okay, LeBron, I see you. Super dope. I love it.
Speaking of checking things off, Kevin Durant can officially check off the fact that, he's healthy. So he doesn't have to worry about his injury that he had been worrying about from just in the NBA Finals last season, where he tore his Achilles. Now he's on the beach playing catch, and he's running around looking fine. I mean, we've already been seeing him working out in practice and doing regular 5-on-5s and stuff like that. But yeah, he got caught on Manhattan Beach just playing catch with the boys and wearing his Brooklyn Nets pants. And it's crazy because you see, like, the fans slowly start to realize, like, oh, that's Kevin Durant. Hey, what's up, man? All right, KD, keep it going. And then we got another group of guys coming in, and we're going to see a dude taking a photo of him. But KD, looking good. Looking like he got flippers for feet. But, yeah, KD looking like he's ready to go. So I'm with that.
Him. Like, they all look like
they really do.
children.
Yeah, for real. Jalen Ramsey signed his extension with the Rams, where the bottomless pit Rams, because I don't know where they have all this money. I know they're in LA, but man, I just feel like they're throwing out on these contracts like crazy. But this man got $105 million extension for 5 years, and Jalen Ramsey is making sure that he is letting all of the people that know him, that may have his number, that may come in contact with him, making sure that they know that he is not looking to be giving out any money to anybody, because he posted this video on his on Twitter right after the news had broke on social media today. It's pretty funny.
I ain't got no money. That money you be seeing me with on Instagrams, that be fake money, man. That be prop money. This is not my money, girl. I do not have nothing.
I know that's right. I love that.
So yeah, because you know people gonna be like, "Yo, Jalen, congrats on that contract. Can I hold it down? Like, what's good, man? You got LA. What's good? What's good? Madden finally decided to lift their. It wasn't a ban, but it felt like a ban of Colin Kaepernick because I want to say it was Madden 18 or Madden 19 where they officially took Colin Kaepernick off of the roster because Madden, because they don't really have a reason for it, because like we talked about way back in the day, I think it was Britt that did the video, Colin Kaepernick he's not retired, but according to Madden, they treated him as such and they took him off the free agency board, but yet we still see a lot of players that are on free agency that you can pick up if you play Madden that have not been on the field for just as long as Colin Kaepernick, but yet they're still in the damn game. Well, Madden, knowing that their ratings have not been the greatest, they said, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to bring Colin Kaepernick. I bet you this will get people to buy the game. And that they did. So Colin Kaepernick, if we can get that first tweet up, Leo, is officially back in the game. Now, I'm half and half on this because I am a Colin Kaepernick fan, so I'm excited to see him in the game and excited to be able to pick him up and use him. But in the same breath, I hate what Madden is doing with this because just like how I say all the time with the NFL and how, you know, they were feeling one way just yesterday and now they're singing a whole completely different tune, Madden is doing the same thing because let's not forget, not only did they take Colin Kaepernick out of the game not too long ago, if it wasn't Madden 20 or if it wasn't the same Madden 19, they made sure to bleep his name out of a song lyric from that same game. So Madden, they obviously felt a way about Colin Kaepernick, but nonetheless, he is back in the game. And one cool moment one cool thing from this that I enjoy outside of his face cam being on point is they put in his celebration that he was doing in his last season in 2016, and that was the power of the people. They've added that in there. I love that. I think that's dope. So I mean, that's the only positive you're gonna get from me on this. I am going to use them, but I still have my beef with Madden and EA as I always have. And I'm not alone. There's a lot of people that felt a way about this. Both positive, but a lot of negative. Starting with Ben Shapiro, who tweeted out, "Gonna be sad when even in Madden he gets benched for Blaine Gabbert." Okay, low blow. Next one, putting out saying, "Best example." I love this. Best example of people hate our product. Quick, make it woker. And that's exactly what happened because we know Madden's ratings were all the way down. Next one is basically, you know, how I'm feeling. Seems like finding a way to profit off of everything going on, huh? Quite the change of tune, and couldn't agree more with that. And last but not least, we have this one that says, Madden acting like they support Cap now when they had his name censored in a song a few years ago with a bunch of clown emojis. And it wasn't even a few years ago. It was just like, I think it was Madden 19. I swear. Oh, yeah, if it wasn't Madden 20, it was Madden 19. So it was not that long ago. And here they are singing a completely different song. So, Britt Johnson, I got to talk to you about this. How are you feeling about Colin Kaepernick being put back in the game? Do you care? And if you do you think it is is it a good move, or do you think Madden's out here trying to capitalize on the situation?
I mean, I think they thought they were jumping onto the correct train, but I think everybody was trying to push them off the train because they literally came into a situation where it's a little too late. Just like I said yesterday with NFL teams even saying or whatever, oh, let's get Cap or both. No, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, Colin Kaepernick hasn't played since 2016. A year later, you took him off of Madden and haven't had him on Madden for the last 3 years. So now it doesn't even make sense to bring him back without admitting that you were wrong for taking him off, because we all know you've had free agents that have been on Madden forever and you haven't had Cap on there. So can you explain to us before you release this, or say whatever you need to say before you release this, and say why you didn't have him or why you removed him the last 3 years? Don't just put it on and say, like, their thing was like, welcome back, Cap, and put a thing on it and without anything else. They didn't say anything else.
We had some, I want to say sad, but it was also, especially after Britt's take from yesterday, it was a little bit refreshing for Ryan, because now, you know, he can go on and move on to that next phase, because he is still recovering and still he's a lot better now than, you know, when he had suffered the initial injury. For those who may not know, Ryan Shazier, he had a very terrible hit a few years ago, to the point where he was paralyzed from the waist down. He now is able to walk, but at a slower pace, and he's getting better each and every day. He had been trying to make comebacks to the league while he was under contract still with the team, but that ultimately didn't follow through, obviously. But you know, they were all working hard. He was working really hard, to the point where today he ultimately released a video announcing his retirement from the league. And here's a little clip from that statement.
I'm here today to make sure the world knows how much I still love football, how grateful I am for everything football gave me, and I'm here to let the world know that today I am officially retiring from the game I love so much.
Yeah, rough. If you go, the whole entire thing is over on the Players Tribune. I please go watch it. You know, you could tell that even though he's reading from something, you can tell there's a lot. It's an emotional situation for him, because it's not like he's retiring on his own. Like, he's being forced in a way because of, you know, what unfortunately happened for him. But I'm so glad that Britt shared the light that she did yesterday, because as sad as it is that he is having to give up something that he knew his entire life in football, this opens up so many doors for so many other things, because there are so many other kids and so many other people, maybe even adults, that are looking at him, that, you know, to go from the injury he had where he could have just wallowed in it and you never probably walked again, to the point where he's now at a point where he is able to walk, and he's continuing to rebound, continue to get better, that he can be a voice for a lot of people. And I wholeheartedly expect him to do that, to you know pursue that and talk to other people, and be there and be that voice for other people, and maybe even other things. Hell, maybe he might even end up being a defensive coach, because all this aside, Ryan Shazier was getting ready to break out and be. He was already good as it was, but he was getting ready to break out and be one of the best at his position, because he was a damn solid piece for the Pittsburgh Steelers when he was playing. So it was sad, but in the same breath, glad that he was able to come to grips with it the way that he did. And you know, all the best for Ryan Shazier, what he does next. But on that note, that's how I'm ending Post Up, and thank you guys for listening.